There is, we all know, you've heard it, you watch the news about the opioid epidemic, and that people are, and here's part of the problem. For a lot of people, they are injured, they have a surgery, they have an acute condition. An acute is anything that's 6 months or less. Okay, so if it's less than 6 months, you had an acute condition. So they will take painkillers for less than 6 months. And because no one tells them how painkillers work, they confuse side effects with the actual effects of the drug. And then they convince themselves that the drug isn't working because it's not making them high anymore. So that head change that you get when you take an opioid, that's not normal. That's not the opioid working. That's a side effect. That will go away. Stop it. That's not, stop chasing that. That is not how the med works. Okay, it's just not. You're wrong. So part of the opioid epidemic is that they stopped getting high from, because the first time you take it, you're going to be loopy as shit. And then the next time that you take it, you're going to be a little bit less loopy. And the next time you take it, you're going to be a little bit less loopy than last time. And each time it's going to be less and less until it's not making you loopy anymore. But because you don't know the difference between loopy and less pain, well, it's not working like it did last time, so I better take another one. So people double up on it. And then they end up taking more than they should. And then the 10 pills that were supposed to last 5 days now only lasted 3. And so the doctor was refilling, doctors were refilling prescriptions. And what was happening is people continue to chase the high without realizing that they're not really chasing the effectiveness. They're just chasing the side effect. And as a result, they end up addicted. They end up chemically dependent. And because they have convinced themselves that they are still in pain, despite the side effect, as long as the side effect kicks in, then they're okay. So because they didn't know that it was already working to treat their pain without the side effect, without the loopy head change high feeling. So they've convinced themselves that unless they get that side effect, they are not getting any relief, and they continue to take more and more pills, and they end up addicted.